Let us explore the history of the bedside lamp. But before we begin, a gentle reminder. This is a calm, sleep-friendly history designed to help you drift off. Please don't listen while driving or doing anything that requires your full attention. You're safe, you're comfortable, and this is your time to rest. The bedside lamp is one of the quietest companions in a home. It doesn't demand attention, it doesn't rush. It simply waits, offering a small circle of warmth whenever you need it. Its glow is steady, familiar, and reassuring, a small island of light in the soft darkness of a bedroom. Tonight we'll wander through its long and gentle history. We'll move slowly, drifting from ancient flames to the warm glow of modern LEDs, exploring how humans have shaped light and how light has shaped the way we rest. This is not a story of invention in the dramatic sense. It's a story of comfort, of small improvements, of quiet moments repeated across centuries. As you settle in, imagine your own bedside lamp. Perhaps it's glowing softly now, or perhaps the room is already dim. Picture its warm pool of light, steady and calm, resting on the surface beside you. The glow doesn't push, it simply invites. It creates a boundary between the world outside and the quiet space you inhabit. Let that image settle. Let your breath slow, and when you're ready, we'll begin our journey. Long before lamps existed, humans relied on the simplest sources of light, fire itself. A burning branch, a glowing ember, a small pile of smouldering sticks. These early flames weren't portable, and they weren't safe indoors, but they offered something new, the ability to push back the darkness. Imagine a prehistoric shelter at night. Outside, the world is vast and unlit. Inside, a small fire flickers, casting gentle shadows on stone walls. The light is uneven, but it's enough to create a sense of safety. People gather close, letting the warmth settle their thoughts. The earliest lamps were nothing more than hollowed stones or shells filled with animal fat, with a strip of plant fibre acting as a wick. They produced a faint, wavering glow, but it was enough to illuminate a small space. These lamps weren't designed for beauty. They were tools, simple, practical, and essential. Picture one of those ancient lamps beside a sleeping mat. A tiny flame, barely brighter than a candle, offering comfort in the vast darkness of the prehistoric night. The glow would have been soft and low, just enough to see the outline of familiar objects. It wasn't a bedside lamp in the modern sense, but it served the same purpose, a small, personal light at the edge of sleep. These early flames marked the beginning of a long human relationship with gentle, controlled light, a relationship that would eventually lead to the lamp beside your bed. As civilizations grew, so did the desire for reliable, portable light. In ancient Greece and Rome, terracotta lamps became common household objects. They were small, often palm-sized, shaped to hold oil and a wick with surprising efficiency. These lamps were decorated with patterns, animals, or simple geometric lines. Some were plain and practical, others were beautifully crafted. They burned olive oil, producing a steady flame that could last for hours. The light was warm and gentle, perfect for quiet evening tasks. Imagine a Roman home at dusk. The air is cooling and the household is settling. A lamp is placed near a bed, its glow soft and amber. The flame doesn't flicker wildly. It's calm, controlled, almost meditative. People read, prayed, or simply rested beside these gentle lights. The bedside lamp, in its earliest recognizable form, had arrived. It wasn't called a bedside lamp, of course, but it served the same purpose, a small personal source of light that created a sense of calm at the end of the day. Terracotta lamps were durable, inexpensive, and easy to produce. They spread across the ancient world, becoming part of everyday life. Their glow shaped the rhythm of evenings, offering comfort and continuity in a time when darkness arrived quickly and completely. As you picture one of these lamps, imagine its soft flame, steady and warm, illuminating a small circle of calm in an ancient room. The feeling it created, that gentle transition into rest, is something we still seek today. After the fall of Rome, Europe entered centuries where light became simpler again. Oil lamps remained, but many households relied on rushlights, thin reeds dipped in animal fat. They burned quickly and unevenly, casting long shadows across wooden walls. A medieval bedside space was quiet and sparse. A small lamp might sit on a rough-hewn table, its flame dancing softly. The glow was dim, but it was enough to settle the mind before sleep. People didn't stay awake late. The rhythm of life followed the sun. Night was a time for rest, reflection, and stillness. Rushlights were humble objects. They didn't burn long, and they required frequent tending. But their glow was familiar, and in the quiet of a medieval home, even a small flame could feel comforting. The light softened the edges of the room, creating a sense of enclosure and safety. Imagine lying on a simple straw mattress, the rushlight flickering nearby. The flame is small, but it creates a gentle pool of warmth. Shadows move slowly across the walls, and the room feels still. The lamp doesn't illuminate everything, it illuminates just enough. These lamps weren't decorative, they were practical, humble, and deeply connected to the rhythm of early nights. Yet even in this simplicity, the idea of a personal light, something close, comforting, and private, continued. The bedside lamp was evolving, shaped not by grand inventions, but by quiet human needs. By the 18th and early 19th centuries, whale oil became a common fuel. It burned brighter and cleaner than many alternatives, and lamps designed for it were sturdier, often made of metal or glass. Homes began to feel different at night. Rooms were brighter, and people stayed awake longer. Reading before bed became more common. Journals, letters, and quiet reflection found their place in the evening routine. Imagine a small bedroom in the early 1800s. A whale oil lamp sits beside the bed, its flame steady and confident. The glass chimney protects it from drafts, and the warm glow fills the space with a gentle amber tone. The light is stronger than earlier lamps, but still soft enough to feel calming. The bedside lamp was becoming not just a tool, but a part of nightly life. People placed them on small tables, shelves, or stands, creating dedicated spaces for evening routines. The lamp's glow became associated with comfort, privacy, and the gentle transition into sleep. Whale oil lamps marked a shift in how people used light. Evenings became longer, quieter, and more personal. The lamp beside the bed was no longer just functional. It was part of the emotional landscape of the home. The Victorian era brought paraffin, kerosene lamps, which transformed domestic lighting. These lamps were safer, brighter, and easier to maintain. Their designs became ornate: brass bases, etched glass shades, decorative patterns. Victorian bedrooms often featured a lamp on a small table or washstand. The flame was adjustable, allowing for a softer glow during quiet moments. People read novels, wrote letters, or simply rested in the warm light. The lamp's gentle presence became part of the bedtime ritual. Its glow softened the edges of the room, creating a sense of privacy and calm. The Victorian home valued comfort and atmosphere, and the bedside lamp played a quiet but important role in shaping that mood. Imagine a Victorian bedroom at night, heavy curtains drawn, the air still, the lamp glowing softly through its patterned glass. The light is warm and diffused, creating gentle shadows across embroidered fabrics and polished wood. The room feels enclosed, safe, and serene. This era marked a turning point. The bedside lamp became both functional and beautiful. It was an object chosen not just for its light, but for the feeling it created. Gaslight arrived in the 19th century, illuminating streets and public buildings with a brightness people had never seen before. It changed expectations almost overnight. Darkness no longer felt absolute. It became something that could be softened, shaped, and pushed back with a steady glow. Homes began to adopt gaslight too, though bedrooms were slower to follow. Gas fixtures were often placed in hallways, parlours, and dining rooms, where their brightness was most useful. In bedrooms, gaslight was used more cautiously. The fixtures were fixed to walls, often high up, and the light they produced was steady but intense. It wasn't the kind of gentle glow people wanted beside a bed. Still, gaslight shifted the way people thought about illumination. It made them expect reliability. Light that didn't flicker, didn't need tending, and didn't fade quickly. This change in expectation paved the way for electricity. When electric lighting arrived, it felt like a natural progression rather than a sudden leap. Early electric lamps were simple: a bulb, a cord, a switch. But they offered something extraordinary: instant light without flame, smoke, or fuel. The glow was steady, calm, and controllable. Imagine the first electric bedside lamp. A small bulb glowing softly, without flicker. No wick to trim, no oil to refill, no chimney to clean. Just a quiet, dependable light that could be turned on or off with a simple switch. For the first time, people could choose exactly how much light they wanted at the edge of sleep. Electricity didn't just change the brightness of the bedside lamp, it changed its personality. The lamp became quieter, safer, and more predictable. It became something you could trust completely, a companion that would glow gently whenever you needed it. Thomas Edison and other inventors refined the incandescent bulb, creating a warm, steady light that felt familiar yet modern. These early bulbs produced a gentle amber glow, perfect for bedside use. The filament inside the bulb glowed like a tiny thread of warmth, creating a light that was soft enough for rest but bright enough for reading. Lamp designs evolved quickly. Ceramic bases, fabric shades, and decorative switches appeared. The bedside lamp became a personal object, chosen for comfort, style, and the quality of its light. People began to think about how a lamp looked, not just how it functioned. The shade became important, shaping the glow and softening the brightness. Imagine a bedroom in the early 20th century. A small table beside the bed, a book resting on its surface, and a lamp with a warm, glowing bulb. The light is gentle, diffused through a fabric shade, creating a calm pool of illumination. The room feels cozy, enclosed, and peaceful. The lamp's glow becomes part of the bedtime ritual, a signal that the day is ending and rest is near. Early electric lamps were often simple, but they carried a sense of wonder. The ability to create light instantly felt almost magical. People could read longer, write letters, or simply enjoy the quiet glow. The bedside lamp became a symbol of modern comfort, blending practicality with a sense of calm. As electricity spread, lamps became more affordable and more varied. Some were ornate, with decorative bases and patterned shades. Others were plain and functional, but all shared the same purpose: to offer gentle light at the edge of sleep. The incandescent bulb shaped the emotional tone of bedrooms for more than a century. Its warm glow became synonymous with comfort, safety, and quiet evenings. Even today, many modern bulbs mimic that amber warmth, preserving the feeling of those early electric nights. The early 20th century brought Art Deco design: geometric shapes, chrome finishes, frosted glass, and bold lines. Bedside lamps became sleek, modern, and expressive. They weren't just sources of light, they were pieces of art, reflecting the optimism and energy of the era. In an Art Deco bedroom, a lamp might cast a soft, diffused glow through a patterned shade. The light was gentle, flattering, and atmospheric. The shapes were clean and symmetrical, creating a sense of order and calm. Even the materials, glass, chrome, polished wood, contributed to the feeling of quiet sophistication. Imagine lying in bed in the 1930s. The lamp beside you glows softly, its frosted glass shade creating a smooth, even light. Shadows fall gently across geometric patterns on the wall. The room feels modern yet serene, a place where the day can fade away without hurry. Art Deco lamps often used frosted or opal glass, which softened the brightness of the bulb. This made them perfect for bedside use. The glow was warm but controlled, creating a calm atmosphere ideal for reading or resting. The lamp became part of the room's identity, shaping the mood and enhancing the sense of quiet. This era marked a moment when design and comfort merged. The bedside lamp wasn't just functional, it was chosen for the feeling it created. People began to think about how light shaped their emotional experience of a room. A soft glow could make a space feel intimate, peaceful, and safe. Art Deco lamps carried that feeling beautifully. Their gentle light and elegant shapes created a sense of calm that still feels timeless today. Even modern lamps often borrow from Art Deco design, echoing the quiet sophistication of that era. After World War II, design shifted towards simplicity. The mid-century modern era embraced clean lines, natural materials, and warm tones. Lamps became practical, understated, and deeply calming. They were designed to blend into a room rather than dominate it, creating a sense of harmony and ease. Bedside lamps in this era often featured wooden bases, fabric shades, and gentle curves. The light they produced was soft and diffused, perfect for quiet evenings. People placed them on nightstands beside alarm clocks, books, glasses of water, and small personal objects. The lamp became part of a nightly ritual, a companion that signalled the transition from activity to rest. Imagine a mid-century bedroom. The colours are muted, warm browns, soft creams, gentle greens. A lamp with a simple fabric shade glows softly, casting a warm pool of light across a wooden table. The glow is steady and calm, creating a sense of enclosure and comfort. The room feels balanced, uncluttered, and peaceful. This era valued practicality, but it also valued atmosphere. Designers understood that light could shape mood, and bedside lamps were crafted to create a sense of calm. The glow was never harsh. It was warm, gentle, and soothing, the kind of light that encourages slow breathing and quiet thoughts. The mid-century lamp became a symbol of domestic serenity. It wasn't ornate or dramatic. It was simple, reliable, and comforting. Its glow helped people unwind after long days, offering a small moment of peace before sleep. Even today, mid-century designs remain popular. Their simplicity feels timeless, and their warm glow continues to evoke a sense of calm that fits perfectly at the edge of sleep. Today, bedside lamps come in countless forms. Warm LEDs, touch-sensitive bases, smart bulbs, dimmable settings, and designs that mimic candlelight or moonlight. Yet their purpose remains unchanged, to offer gentle light at the edge of sleep. Modern lamps can be adjusted with remarkable precision. You can choose the color temperature, the brightness, and even the timing. Some lamps fade gradually, helping the mind unwind. Others glow in warm amber tones that feel timeless, echoing the gentle warmth of early incandescent bulbs. Imagine a modern bedroom. The lamp beside the bed emits a soft, warm glow, perfectly dimmed to suit your mood. The light is smooth and even without flicker. It creates a calm pool of illumination that feels both modern and ancient, a continuation of the same human desire for comfort in the dark. LED technology allows lamps to be small, efficient, and cool to the touch. Shades can be made of fabric, glass, or even paper, each shaping the glow in a different way. Some lamps are minimalist, with clean lines and simple forms. Others are decorative, adding character to the room. But all share the same purpose, to create a gentle transition into rest. The bedside lamp has become part of modern bedtime rituals. People read, journal, meditate, or simply sit quietly in its glow. The lamp becomes a signal to the mind, a reminder that the day is ending and it's time to slow down. Despite all the technological advances, the emotional role of the bedside lamp remains unchanged. It offers comfort, calm, and a sense of safety. It creates a boundary between the world outside and the quiet space of sleep. Your own lamp, whether simple or advanced, is part of this long lineage, a quiet companion shaped by thousands of years of human need for gentle light. As you rest here, imagine your bedside lamp as part of a long story, from ancient flames to modern calm. Its glow is the latest chapter in a history shaped by safety, comfort, and the gentle desire to soften the night. The lamp doesn't rush, it doesn't demand, it simply offers light whenever you need it, and darkness when you don't. It waits quietly, ready to create a small circle of warmth at the edge of sleep. Picture your lamp now, whether it's glowing softly or resting in the dark. Imagine the way its light falls across familiar objects: a book, a glass of water, the fabric of your bedding. The glow is gentle, steady, and calm. It creates a sense of enclosure, a feeling that the world has become smaller and quieter. Let that image settle. Let your breath slow. Let your shoulders soften. The history of the bedside lamp is a history of comfort, a story of small improvements made over thousands of years, all leading to this quiet moment. You are part of that story now. Your lamp is the newest chapter, offering the same gentle reassurance that humans have sought since the first small flame flickered in the dark. Let the glow fade in your mind. Let the quiet deepen. Let sleep come naturally, softly, and without hurry. Thank you so much for sharing this quiet moment with me. If you'd like more bedtime stories like this, then please subscribe now. And if there's a topic you'd love to hear as you drift off, let me know in the comments. Sleep well and be safe.